I'm just sitting here and I'm sitting on this log watching the sunset and just listening to Mother Earth and what life's been doing to me lately, to the Divine Mother, what she's been doing to me lately to show me all my shit. Like, she's calling me out so hard, man. And I've been sitting here for hours. I'm freezing my butt off. Like, freezing my butt off. Like, I can't feel my body. It's the end of June. Why isn't summer happening in BC? Like, I came to move here and I'm like freezing my butt off every single day. I feel like winter just hasn't ended for me yet. And this is supposed to be like the hottest season. So it's like, if it doesn't get better than this and it's only downhill from here weather-wise, I am not gonna last long here. It's freezing. Anyway, so on top of being just freezing all the time, I'm just being shown like all my other shit, my judgments about other people, about myself, about the world, like how strong my judgments are. I'm like, fudge, how did I not see that? And like, it's so strong since being here. I'm like, shit, where'd this come from? Why are we judging this hard? Who are we to judge? Like, who decided? Who decided that what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, what's beautiful and what's ugly, what's weird and what's you know, like, who decided that shit? You know, where did judgment come from for humanity? And then, like, I've been just noticing, like, when I'm not being considerate, when I'm not thinking about other people first, when I'm like, I'm seeing all of the big things and the little things, and then I'm seeing addiction, and I'm just like, you know, having my experience with food again, raw vegan, and my body's been telling me just eat fruit for a while, fruit only, but I've been making, you know, salads with dressings that hurt my stomach and my face breaks out because my body's telling me no, and I do it anyways. And it's peanut sauce pad thai, vegan pad thai that my body keeps telling me no for. But it's just like all of these meals that I've been having and noticing my wanting to reach for food to numb the discomfort of not being in control of my life right now, and how that's rippling out and creating a lot of memories from childhood, being like, okay, that was rooted in childhood. Like, the food addiction came in childhood, which I always knew, because I self-soothed with food, but I didn't know really the full aha of that until, yeah, this trip. Like, I started to realize that, yeah, why I was reaching for it. And a lot of it is not enoughness, but the biggest part of it is wanting to feel like you have something is in your control. So when you can, like, buy food and eat food and be, you know, be around food when you didn't have control of that when you were a kid, and you didn't have a control of the trauma and stuff going on in the home, so you could control. You could eat food and make yourself not feel it. You could numb yourself through eating, and that was how you survived, and that was the only thing you could control. So you got addicted to being able to control something, and now it's an addiction, you know? Now, and then once you have addiction, your addiction plays out in all areas of your life. If you're addicted, whatever your addiction is, you know, some people it's food, it's money, it's sex, it's drugs, it's whatever, alcohol. But yeah, if you have addiction in your life in one area, it's going to be in all your areas. The emotions you're addicted to, one of the things that I noticed through observing my addictions recently, because addictions is coming up a lot, like it's showing me my judgments and my addictions. And I think one of the addictions is judging. Man. And yeah, so I've just been looking at all of my addictions, my addiction to my phone. It's like just, it always has to be around. Like I don't fully trust myself that I have a silly question about anything in the life that I'm going for a long walk and I ponder all of these things and I'm just like, oh, I wonder what that is. I wonder what this is in the world, like what normal people do before phones. But then I like get the answer immediately. I was like, I'll Google it. I Google it and then I'm like, oh, cool. And then that happens because I'm always like in super deep contemplations when I'm walking. I have a lot of those. So I'm like on my phone a lot while I'm walking just to get my pondering questions of life answered immediately. Anyways. Yeah. What I was saying was just noticing my addictions and how hard they've been coming up and how deeply it's been connecting to food. So I'm getting to unravel. It's time for it to go. And this is why it's so strong right now. Spirit is showing me what I have to let go of. And that's the two things. Addictions and judgments. And so they're really loud in the reality right now. They're really loud in me and it's like all I can feel. Those are the loudest things, is the addictions and the judgments. Like my whole day I'm being like confronted with it in the most uncomfortable ways. Like it's so loud. I get it. I hear you, Spirit. She's not playing around this time. She's calling me up. I'm like, Alyssa, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what's this? You gotta let that shit go. You can't carry those forward with you. And I know this. But they weren't this strong before. Like, they just weren't that strong in my reality. Like, I knew they were there. Like, it's not so much judgments. Like, I thought I dealt with all that my judgments, like, just that energy of judgment, like, a long time ago. Like, Costa Rica confronted that for me so hard. And I thought I worked through most of my judgments. And, I thought I was catching myself when I did have a judgment. But all of a sudden, lately, it's just been like, it feels like I'm judging the entire world around me 24/7, including myself. Like, nothing I do is good enough. Oh. Oh, I know where that comes from. Nothing I do is good enough. Man. Shit. It's crazy how much is rooted in our childhood. Our whole adult self is built upon, for most people, is built upon a traumatized child. A wounded child. What is life? Anyways. So yeah, I forget where I was going when I said that, whatever, where I ended that, because I was like, oh my god, I had that realization. But I'm not sure what triggered that realization and where I was originally going with it before I was like on my tangent and then realized that connection. The ocean breeze. It's not even the ocean, it's a lake. Ocean. Anyways, oh yeah, the whole reason why I was telling this story to begin with is that one of the biggest judgments, like right before I left, I was given, I don't smoke weed anymore. And when I stopped smoking weed, I started to feel like repulsed by it. And I was like, also really judgmental of weed and people that were smoking, even though I didn't really realize how judgmental I was. Like I didn't feel like it was judgment. Like it wasn't in my full awareness that I had judgment towards it. I thought it was just, I wasn't resonating with it, but it was deeper than that. And anyways, I felt really strongly called to get a very small portion, like a tiny, tiny portion of organically homegrown stuff before I left Ontario, because I knew I wouldn't be able to know where to get something that quality out here without connections, because I don't buy the stuff at the stores. And yeah, I felt like I needed to be in a little mini ceremony with it at some point, whether when I got here or beforehand, to feel into some energies that I knew that would become clearer and easier with it. Anyways, I got here and I was like, no, I don't want to touch that. And then I was like, okay, I'll gift it to someone when I come across someone, and that I meet someone that is like into it, and I'll give it to them. And anytime I felt like pulled to it and thought of like smoking it, it was like, no, don't touch it. Anyways, I finally caved, and was like, just had a day where I was spiraling in my mind so hard with not being able to be present with how much is shifting in my reality. And I'm like, all the stories coming up, being like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Freezing and camping in the woods, losing my small Canadian summer. Freezing in a tent. Anyways, I was just fed up, and I was just like, just was like, I'm gonna smoke some weed because I don't know what else to do. And the only reason why I'm not smoking it right now is because of my judgment about it. And if it's not aligned, it's not aligned. It's cool, I don't have to smoke. But also, like, is it because it's not aligned, or is it because you're having a judgment of it? So that's where I was like, hey, let's test this out. Let's smoke some weed and see what's up. So I did. This is the third time I've smoked now since being out here, like weeks apart. And I think it's helpful, but I don't want to be like in that energy a lot. I feel like it can quickly become very disempowering. Maybe that's a judgment again, but that's just my whole experience with it. I've quit and started again so many times, and every time I'm just like, I don't want this. But yeah, I don't know. I think we also shape our reality, so we have certain beliefs or energies, or things that we're projecting onto something. It could be, we're gonna have that experience of it. If you think your food is poisoning you while you're eating it, it's poisoning your body. If you think the food it's the same food is healing you as you're eating it, it's healing your body. It's the belief that has the power. Anyway, it's been helpful because, I've been like really stressing about housing and trying to find a home, which I'm like done with for a bit, because I'm like, my intuition was like, okay, stop looking for a house, like stop, like relax, let go in nature, enjoy yourself, stop looking for a place. Like that's how I was receiving the message, and it was really strong. I was like, okay, gonna do that. So I'm trying to do that, and it's been hard. It's been hard to listen. I get wrapped up in my mind and start not feeling safe because nothing feels like it's in my control, and then the food, it triggers the food thing, and then I'm wanting food that it doesn't even feel good, and then I eat food that doesn't feel good, and then shame comes in, and then I'm working with shame, the energy of shame, which just feels like it's a little gargoyle thing that's like clinging to your back, and the more you feed it, the more it grows and siphons your energy. So I'm like seeing that And I like seeing the energetic of addiction, what being she is. It's its own entity. It's not just an energy, it's an entity. It's a consciousness. So it's like having this person, whatever, weird being, it doesn't look like a person, clinging to your back. Like, I'm picturing, I don't know if you've seen the movie Venom, but like, I'm kind of seeing that. So I've been observing that, you know, when they're present in my reality and I can feel them, I'm like, what are you? And like, how do I get rid of you? Like, how do I not have you here? Like, what is addiction? What is that energy doing here? What is this being supposed to be teaching me? What am I supposed to be learning from this being? And then be like, oh, okay, done. Check it out. So that's just what I've been observing lately. And the weed helped me identify the judgments and helped me, it amplified what I was already feeling it, and it showed it to me much deeper and much more visually. Like, the visuals were a lot more stronger. Yeah, I could just see it. I could perceive it a lot easier with the support of the ganja. So, you know, my judgment of the ganja was making me not do this, and then the ganja is showing me where my judgments are getting in the way and where my, you know, lack of faith is creating a less than ideal situation, showing me my fear of letting go of control, and how that's feeding food addiction, and like just all of the different loops and layers of it all. And that's what I love about traveling. But also, this is the most intense one I think I've ever had, for sure. Out of all of the initiations that I've experienced through travel, you know, Italy and, you know, Europe, and then Costa Rica, and then France, and she's intense. But this is the most intense one. Maybe not. No, I think this is the most intense one. Especially because I don't have anything I'm going back to. Like, I can feel that there's no going back. Like, oh, my chapter there is closed for now, and I can feel that very strongly. Where before I was like, I can just go back. This time it's like, no, you can't. Like, that's so strong that I can't. That doesn't happen. So it's like, there's only one way, and that way is forward. That way is taking the next step into the unknown. Because there's literally nothing behind me. And that's a weird feeling, because I've always had something behind me, and I can feel I don't. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you do life without having anything behind you? You look forward. You just look forward. I'm getting the image right now of the line in the Bible where I always am visually when I read books, so it was visual for me when I read the Bible. When I was a kid, I had the comic version of the Bible. It was awesome. Had all the little pictures. Anyways, I forget. I think it was Moses. Probably not Moses. If you know this Bible verse, please correct me. I know I'm probably getting it really wrong, the characters here, but basically God told whatever the man's name is, probably not Moses, because Moses wanted to save a city, and God was like, no, they're bad. I'm killing them all. Moses was like, please, just this family. They helped me so much. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Moses. And God said, fine, just him and his family can leave before the city is turned into salt or whatever it was, turned into something, being destroyed. So Moses, or whoever it was, told the family and was like, hey, the whole city is being destroyed. God's wrath's coming down hard. And if you want to live, you can take you and your family only and leave now. Take nothing with you, leave now. So they did. And he's like, the only rule is don't look back. Don't look back or you'll turn into a pillar of salt. Or just don't look back. I don't even know if he said that. I think it was just a don't look back. And they ran from the village. And it was whatever, fucking burning and starting to crumble the dust into the ground. And the wife looked back. And she turned into a pillar of salt. So many times I've been given that imagery over the last 2 weeks, is looking back and turning into a pillar of salt. And I was like, there's no going back. There's no looking back. And I can really feel there's nothing back there anyways. It's like the road, the whole life dissolved, the whole road, the pathway dissolved. It's like a blank slate now if I try to look. It's already, the chapter, the book is already closed. Nothing to hop back into. Anyways, so that's that. So now I'm like, do I want to live here? Do I want to live in a warm country? Like, nothing has to be permanent. Like, you can always change your mind and go somewhere else. Nothing has to be set in stone. Like, I forget that. But, like, I get to decide. I don't have to, like, force something and make it work and be miserable in it. I can just be like, nah, I'm not driving with this. And I'm always going to be okay. Like, we're always going to be okay, no matter what. We just have to keep trusting and keep trusting and keep trusting and leaping and have faith and walk like a child walks, you know? Children are so fearless, and their parents are always like, because they're like so just like in bliss land doing the most dangerous things and like doing things that they could hurt themselves so badly, but they're just like having fun. But because they're so like blissed out on being present and just they're present, they want to do this, they go do that. If they get bored of that toy, they go to that toy. When they get bored of that one, they go to that one. Just naturally, intuitively, not a care in the world, just being present with what is. And that is what we're returning to, and that's what I'm being guided to return to. It's like, Lissa, that is the truth of your being. That is the truth of our being, is to be, not do. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to be that. So we are beings. That's it. We just be. Even if we're whatever it is, even if we're working, even if we can still do it in the energy of just being, you know? Not this like do energy. Anyways. And also like that, so yeah, like just kids just don't stress about everything. They know Dada and Mama's got them, that they're safe. So they just do it. And it's like, yeah, we're safe. God got us. We're in the hands of the Divine Mother, in the hands of the Divine Father. No harm shall come to us. We're guided, we're loved, we're protected, we're supported. We just need to trust that and let go. Because we're getting in our own way by not trusting, we're not listening. If we just listened and trusted, just trusted like a child would just not think about a thing. This feels fun, following their joy. This feels like the most exciting thing right now, is following our joy. Like we were already enlightened. We already knew how to be magical human beings in a magical world, how to exist in harmony. It was conditioned out of us. So this is simply just the deconditioning process, because we already had all the answers. And this is just remembering that the answers were already within us, that we already had them all. They were just, they were there. And we were told otherwise so many times that we started to believe the lies, and it shaped our reality, and we forgot the truth. We just forgot. So, yeah, I'm remembering. I'm returning to the innocence of a child. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. That's the mission, is to return to the innocence of a child, of purity. What's that other verse in the Bible? Something about children entering about children having access to the kingdom of God. You must be like children again to access the kingdom of God. That's what it means. Children are already in the kingdom of God. They're in that space within themselves. They're not going anywhere to be in heaven. They're in heaven already. We're not going anywhere to be in heaven. It's a choice. It's a decision away. It's a state of being away. Literally, that's it. It's right there. It's accessible to everyone. There's no chosen ones. There's no special ones. It's available to us all. We just have to remember. And frig, we have every distraction always around us to try to get us to keep conditioning us, to keep us asleep so that we don't remember. We're constantly being bombarded with more conditioning, but we are unraveling and deconditioning so fast right now that the opposing force, whatever you want to call it, is digging its heels in so strongly right now, ramping it real high, as high as they can, because they're freaking out, because we are remembering so rapidly on a mass scale, in mass numbers. It's like a snowball effect. The faster, the bigger it gets, the faster it goes down the mountain. It's just bigger and bigger and faster and faster and faster, and that's what's happening. There's no stopping it. Love has already won. We've already remembered. It's just a matter of time before we see it play out fully in our realities. As we remember, life naturally changes. All of life will naturally changes as we remember, because we come back into harmony with what we remember as ourselves, with every person, with the earth. The only power they have over us is the conditioning. What else are we here to do but decondition our minds, our consciousness, to reclaim our sovereignty, to not be implanted by these energies anymore? What is it going to take for us to reclaim our sovereignty? For us to say no to this violation of our human rights, to this violation to humanity that nobody is saying or doing anything about. Everybody complains about it, Everybody knows it's happening, but we keep consenting to it. We're consenting with it every time we pick up our phone. We turn on the TV and we look at we're consenting, being bombarded by the things that are keeping us numb. And we know it. It's so crazy. Anyways, so yeah, deconditioning hard right now. What else am I gonna do? There's nothing else to do. I want to be. I want to just be. I want to remember what it's like to do that, to experience that fully, deeply. You know, I've gotten glimpses. I feel it sometimes, but not all the time. And pretty soon, I'm gonna feel that all the time. That's freedom. That's what it is to have set yourself free. You're free, like the child, like the sovereign child. Your purity was never lost or stolen. It could never be taken. Your light, it was never lost or stolen. It can never be taken. Your soul, it was never lost or taken. It can't be. It's just you. What you are can't be taken. They can take your body. They can cause infliction to your body, your mind. They can mess with your mind, but they can't change the truth of who you are. Your divinity, your purity, your sovereignty. You, the I am presence. All that is.